going on, collectors? Optical 20 here for another Hot Toys video review. This time, oh, what a surprise, the Star Wars. I got this maybe a week or two ago. This is the Han Solo and Chewbaca. This is the 2-pack from episode 4. It says episode 7 again, my goodness. Alright, yeah, but this is the episode 4. Initially, this is the special edition where Han Solo comes with the exclusive version, and also Chewbaca. I was planning to do this review as a set, but I figured it's gonna take a long time, so I'm gonna split them into two. So you're gonna see some boxes like right now. This is the 2-pack version, but like on this review, you're only gonna see the Chewbaca part of it, and then I'm gonna upload the Han Solo version later on. As you can see, MMS 263. If you are gonna buy both of them, I would suggest getting the 2-pack anyway. You just get more out of your money. You get the exclusive blaster, and you get the exclusive long blaster from Chewbaca, and then the belt from Han Solo. I mean, unless you're only a fan, or if you bought single pack, or if you're only a fan of one. But they recently re-released this figure, which I missed out on the first wave last year or so. There's some mixed emotions on the collector community about this one. A lot of people were saying, the fans initially who bought this are saying that they shouldn't have re-released it, but at the same time, you can understand some of the collectors. They're giving them a second shot. But I also get it from the standpoint where it kind of loses the value. Some of the collectors buy this for the value purposes. Some of them just want to collect them. So me personally, it doesn't bother me, but at the same time, I can totally understand the frustration if you're one of the first ones who bought the first wave. I was kind of ticked off when they released the the episode 7 one, which doesn't necessarily affected me, but in a sense that the Chewie looks better. I mean, at least in my opinion. But at the same time, they're a different film, they're representation from a different movie, so that's okay. In this case, they just released the same exact version, so it is what it is. So, but as far as the his accessories, as you can see there, he comes with this comb. You kind of have to fix his hair every once in a while. It gets messy. You can also see his headset. I might have mixed it up. I don't know, because like I said, once I took him off, there's really no indication which one goes where. He comes with just a spare pair of hands, which is this one is the gun holding hand, or the trigger finger hand as we call them. As you can see there, he has some black nails. The fur is there. It's pretty cool. Nice details, as you can see. The hair can be a bit messy, and they're shedding more than my dog, to be quite honest with you, which makes me kind of scared down the line, how this figure would hold up in time. And he doesn't come with much accessories. As you can see here, he comes with this nice he has his man purse that he he puts aside. I don't know if you can open it. There's something inside, like a padding of some sort. I'm not even gonna try to open it. As you can see there, it's well built. I don't think it's gonna, unless you really toy around with it. It's not one of those flimsy ones, kind of like the Darth Vader belt. There's no hooks or anything, but you can remove this silver things. I can call them ammo, perhaps. You could remove them, those clips, yeah, if you wish to do so. And then he comes with this nice bow gun, I suppose. Nice looking piece right here, and then it's pretty cool when he holds it, and it stays firmly in his hands. The paint application is pretty cool. Looks like a metallic piece, like a die-cast one, but it's not really. It's just plastic, but it gives you that impression where it's kind of some rust in there, and some like a gun. It looks nice, and I'm not an advocate of unless it's a sword, a die-cast pieces anyway, because it puts stress on the figure's arms and joints and all that stuff. So like with Thor, so. And this is the you're only gonna get this if you get the 2-pack version, which is like the Stormtrooper long blaster. Pretty nice. It has a bipod that actually does work. It's nice when he holds it, but it's awesome right there. Nice detail. There's some moving parts in this one, like just the sight. It looks like you can remove this piece where supposedly but at the same time they don't use an ammo. It looks like an M60, but it's not. Obviously, it's in the Star Wars universe, so for somehow, it'll have laser beams on it or something like that. You can clearly tell I'm not into Star Wars all that much. I'm into figures, so don't punish me on this one. They look cool. They're a pop culture icon, so I'm gonna get them. They look cool too on my shelf, so I don't need to be an expert, or if I guess I need to, but once I'm reviewing them, I know enough. I guess let's just put it this way. There he goes. He comes with. This is one of those figures where they're unique. You haven't seen something like them before. You've seen a guy in suit. You got Coulson and all that stuff. But as far as Chewbacca, this is something that, an uncharted territory for Hot Toys, where they're making a figure out of, like fur or hair. And it's a challenge, he's a bigger, taller figure, but not as tall as Hulk. You have to be somewhat in the nice medium. You need to have fur, but at the same time, it can't be that messy. So, and then, so many things could go wrong. And I think some of them did. Some people are mentioning that they didn't get the color accurately. I like the new feature on the Episode 7 one. It does, they didn't specifically say it, but on the prototype pictures, it looks like the mouth moves. So that's a nice option that they didn't include in this one. That should have been, in my opinion. But maybe they thought about that a little too late now, too late in the production. But maybe that's why it's a bit more expensive too. It's I think it's like $40 more than this set. I'm not really gonna complete the Episode 7 line. I'm more of a old school type of guy, so that's why I chose this set. Am I gonna buy the other one? Probably not, unless there's a really change of heart. I did like Episode 7 though. I didn't like it that much. I don't think it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna bash it or throw high praises at it. It's okay. Now on the side, they're saying too that Chewie doesn't look like Chewie, but to me, what else could you do? It's Chewie. Look at that. The mouth doesn't close. He has this funny nose. He looks like a dog, but Chewie does look like a dog though. So turn him around. Yes, you can see there he has this Donald Trump kind of hair, so you just gotta keep on fixing it. There you go. He has some dandruff too, as you can see. I would suggest you gotta put him behind a glass door if you have a DTOF or a display case like that, just because I can imagine dust and all that particles going to him, and it's not like you can just dust him off. Maybe you could, I don't know, but because I, like myself, I only have a handful of DTOF, so some figures gets left out. Although I am in the basement, it's really airtight. There's nothing, there's basically no dust, or that's where I store my collections. At least there's no sunlight that comes in, so I kind of put them in pristine condition. But still, it's better if he's in an enclosed case, ideally glass, so you can see them. But yeah, that's what I would suggest. Look at that. He's a nice looking face right there. In my opinion, you can't mistake him from anything else but Chewbacca, maybe the Wolfman. But maybe there's some subtle details here and there that I'm missing, and forgive me if I do, but in my opinion, he looks good, and he looks like Chewbacca to me. And my standards are not really that high when it comes to things like this. He's pretty articulated, as you can see here. I'm just gonna throw a couple of poses, and then we'll call it a day. It's Chewbacca. You're not expecting him to do dynamic poses, although his elbows are double jointed, his knees have nice range of movement, his legs. It's just not in his character, to be like Spider-Man or something like that. But it's nice to know that it's there, because there are figures where you're expecting them to kind of do some dynamic poses, like the First Order Stormtrooper, for example. Just on the prototype, they're kneeling down, but you can't really make them kneel down because the pants are, it's restricting the articulation. They look fantastic, don't get me wrong, as Chewie, but it's always nice to have that articulation, because I didn't buy a statue. So it's a nice option for me to mix it up every once in a while if I wanted him to, you know, like hold again. One of the frustration I have with Han Solo is he doesn't have this double jointed elbows, and Chewie does. I mean, I can understand it if you're dealing with a figure like Bane, where you're gonna expose his elbows, so you don't want the ugly joints to be showing up. But he doesn't have a short sleeves. He's you know, his full sleeves on. So I really don't get the mindset of why not give him a double jointed elbow. And you can make an argument that you can replace the body and all that stuff, but this guy is $234 or not even more. So I'm expecting him to do that right off the bat and not spend extra more money just to replace him. Yeah, here you go. That's pretty much all the poses that you could do with Chewie, though. This is him like full gear arsenal. You know, he has this big ass blaster holding it, and his, you know, bow gun on his back. I mean, if they're not called bow gun, forgive me. You know, you can type it in the comments below. Yeah, pretty nice. One pose that you could do is, you know, a display idea is if you have any stormtroopers, have him in a handcuff, perhaps. I have the Star-Lord handcuff. Maybe that would work. I know it's not the, you know, and then him walking, escorting him, you know, all that good stuff. So, I mean, the Star Wars universe is so big that you know, it's your imagination that's gonna limit you on how to pose this, guys. That's the problem too. If you're collecting Star Wars, it's because the universe is so big that you're gonna get broke by the time. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Just a collector here who appreciates nice figures and also iconic figures, and you can't be any more iconic than Han and Chewie. Pretty much all of the Star Wars main characters are iconic. You know, they're not gonna last 7 films in the span of 30 years or so without being great. So that's a part of that. And yeah, as you can see here, you got Luke. Just for size comparison wise, him, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker, you can see clearly that, you know, they have this height differences. Luke is really short though, you know, must admit that. But yeah, Chewie's a bit taller than Han. You know, pretty nice, pretty accurate representation there. And Luke, even in real life, I think it's like 5'6" or 5'5", something like that. So nice detail there. And there you go. This is pretty much what you're gonna get. So you're gonna see the same outro on my Han Solo review. Nice set. Expensive set though. They're almost $500, if not $500, including the shipping. The other one is a lot more. The episode 7. Are you getting your money's worth? In this, I can't speak for the other set, but in this set, yes. Han Solo has a bunch of accessories. You know, you can't go wrong. His hands, he got a lot. Chewie is a different character. You know, he's unique. So in that sense, yes, I've seen Iron Man go for the same price as Chewie that are repaints. So, you know, for the price, I would say you are getting the value. It's there, especially for Han Solo, if you get the exclusive version or the 2-pack, because you can have the belt and the other blaster. So yeah, I mean, it's a must-have. If you have a Star Wars fan, it is a must-have. One of the key characters. If you're not, if you're a standard collector, still, they're pretty iconic. I'm not a, like I said, like I keep on saying, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but they're iconic enough for me to buy. So thank you for watching, guys, and watch out till the next review. And until next time.